Welcome to Networks Professionals.
Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving deep into the secrets of the wireless world to tackle the CWNA certification. Look, we're literally surrounded by invisible waves every single day, right? Yet, honestly, very few IT professionals truly understand how they actually work. So, let's fix that.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the wireless world, move on to demystifying the CWNA, take a peek inside the exam domains, tackle conquering radio frequency, and finally, chart your path to certification. All right, let's jump right in.
Starting off with Section 1, the wireless world, which is really the invisible backbone of modern IT.
I want you to really think about this for a second. Do you truly understand how Wi-Fi works? I mean, we all use it constantly. But if we're being completely honest with ourselves, when the connection suddenly drops, most of us just unplug the router, wait 10 seconds, and plug it back in, right? We kind of treat Wi-Fi like it's some sort of modern magic. But hey, as IT professionals, we just can't rely on magic. We absolutely need to understand the actual physics of the signal. We have to know exactly how data travels through the air, penetrates walls, and reaches a device perfectly intact. Because, let's face it, our modern infrastructure is entirely dependent on these wireless technologies, making a deep understanding absolutely critical. We're talking about massive enterprise Wi-Fi deployments and that remote work connectivity that literally keeps the global economy afloat. Just think about the sheer volume of mobile devices, IoT sensors, and smart office equipment, all of them constantly fighting for airspace. And overlaying all of that is the absolute, non-negotiable need for wireless security. Basically, modern IT simply doesn't function without a robust wireless backbone. Moving right along to Section 2, demystifying the CWNA. Think of this as your personal decoder ring for Wi-Fi.
So what's the answer to that massive knowledge gap we just talked about? Well, it's the CWNA, or the Certified Wireless Network Administrator credential. Offered by the highly respected CWNP program, this is your key to unlocking the wireless world. See, this isn't just about learning how to click buttons in a software dashboard. It's a globally respected certification that proves you have a deep, foundational knowledge of Wi-Fi technologies, wireless LAN design, deployment, security, troubleshooting, and radio frequency fundamentals. It literally teaches you how wireless actually works at a physical and structural level.
Now you know the IT landscape is totally packed with incredible hardware from brands like Aruba, Juniper, Extreme Networks, and Ubiquiti. But here's the catch. If you only learn how to configure one brand, your knowledge is basically trapped inside their specific interface. The beauty of the CWNA is that it's completely vendor neutral. It focuses entirely on universal standards and wireless physics. By getting a grip on the underlying science, you can confidently walk into literally any network environment, regardless of whose logo is slapped on the access points, and know exactly how to manage it.
And hey, this isn't just for dedicated network engineers. You might be a Microsoft Azure or Microsoft 365 admin, working heavily in hybrid cloud environments, thinking, well, this certification isn't really for me. But think about it for a second. Wireless networking is a core part of overall infrastructure management. Every single laptop accessing your cloud deployment relies on a wireless connection first. So a Microsoft admin who also understands wireless users and connectivity, that gives you a massive advantage when it comes to troubleshooting and optimizing the end-user experience.
All right, that brings us to Section 3, inside the exam domains, or simply, what's actually on the test?
To save you from cognitive overload, we've taken the 10 official domains and broken them down into 3 logical buckets: theory, hardware, and real-world application. Over in theory, you'll tackle RF fundamentals and really grasp spectrum regulations. Under hardware, you're going to learn how to architect and deploy high-capacity wireless WANs. And finally, in real-world application, you'll master enterprise security protocols like WPA3 and learn how to conduct site surveys, which, essentially means mapping out physical coverage so you can finally permanently fix those annoying dead zones.
Now let's dive into Section 4, conquering radio frequency. This is widely known as the boss fight of the CWNA.
Many candidates will tell you that mastering the invisible waves of radio frequency is the absolute key to passing the CWNA. It's often cited as the most difficult section, the real boss fight of the certification, if you will. RF fundamentals cover the literal physical behavior of radio waves. We're talking about understanding frequency, measuring wavelength, and calculating exactly how a signal propagates through the air and pushes through physical objects.
Look, terms like reflection, refraction, diffraction, and multipath might sound like some terrifying college physics exam, but trust me, this is highly practical, totally learnable science.
You're going to learn exactly how signals bounce off glass walls, that's reflection, or bend around a concrete pillar, that's diffraction. By mastering interference and learning how to calculate power with dB and dBm, you can finally prove to your boss, with actual mathematical certainty, exactly why the break room microwave is killing the conference room Wi-Fi. It's a real game changer.
And just to highlight how seriously the CWNP takes this foundational knowledge, consider this. If you ever want to become an official instructor for this material, you're required to pass the CWNA exam with a score of 80% or higher at a testing center. The stakes are definitely high here, but a deep, intuitive understanding of RF behavior is exactly what separates the true wireless experts from the rest of the IT crowd.
Finally, we arrive at Section 5, Your Path to Certification. This is your actionable blueprint on how to prepare and win.
Look, you just can't build a house on a shaky foundation. So step 1 is completely non-negotiable. You need to lay the groundwork with core networking concepts. You've got to understand IP addressing, VLANs, routing, switching, DNS, and DHCP. Earning a foundational certification like the Cisco CCNA, fantastic starting point. Once that foundation is rock solid, step 2 is attacking those RF fundamentals. You'll want to spend some extra time studying dB, dBm, and signal propagation, because as we just saw, that's exactly where the exam is won or lost.
Following this path yields some absolutely incredible benefits. First off, you walk away with a remarkably strong wireless foundation that isn't tied to any single vendor's marketing material. You gain vastly better troubleshooting skills, so instead of guessing, you're confidently diagnosing issues. This vendor-neutral knowledge earns global employer recognition, making your resume stand out literally anywhere in the world. Plus, the CWNA serves as the official gateway to advanced, professional-level wireless certifications in design, security, and analysis. You basically transform into the IT hero who can conquer the invisible monster of dropped signals and interference.
So I'll leave you with this. The next time your office Wi-Fi drops, what kind of IT professional are you going to be? The one who blindly unplugs the router and just hopes for the best? Or the true expert who can map, measure, and master the invisible waves all around us? The CWNA is your path to becoming the latter. Are you ready to stop guessing and finally change the way you see the wireless world?
Thanks for watching.